Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back. My name is Georgia. If you're new, welcome, welcome. So, as you can tell, we are going to do a recap and a review of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 8, Episode 5, titled Waiting to Ex-Wife. I didn't see or do a review of Episode 4, and I don't think I'm going to go back and do it, but we're just going to move forward. So, let's get right into it. We see Destiny and Moses. They have met up. And girl, Destiny is going in on Moses. I'm like, whoa, Destiny, please keep the big D energy down a little bit, girl. Come across as feminine, please. But she basically told Moses, listen, what y'all did was foul. She kept saying it. Foul, foul, foul. He's like, don't forget who I am. And Moses is like, don't forget who I am. And as it turned out, she told him, you're dismissed. That what you and what's her name did to me was wrong. So she found out 2 days before they got married that they were getting married. At least somebody told her. It could have been even a bigger surprise to her when, she see it all over social media. But she told Moses that it seemed like you wanted to be the girlfriend. That's a way to try and emasculate him. But you got to understand, she was very hurt. And she let him know that it was wrong what he did. He kept saying that you didn't come visit me for my birthday. She's like, however, I did come every other weekend for however long. I don't know. It seemed like they were just putting on for the cameras, in my opinion. That's how I saw that scene. But it was still kind of, rough. Yeah. So yeah, that's where we have Destiny dismiss Moses, and he got up and he left, and that was the scene between the both of them. So now we have Letitia and Trish. We have Tisha meeting Trish at the gym. This, I believe, is her first workout session. Tisha said she came in not expecting to do as much as she had to do. However, she don't mind because she wants to have a body like Trish. I mean, Trish does look good. We found out the reason why she works out so hard. It was just to release anger, and she found out that it's beneficial. So now she's turning it into a business. We also find out that she only trains women, but we're gonna come back to that later on, where she's gonna make a decision to train Martell. So we get to find out more about her and her husband, and how she knows Martell and his family. So she said they all went to high school together. She really knows Martell and Martell's brother Montez, but I'm not quite sure, who she had the relationship with. Was it Martell or Montez? Based on what you watched on it, if you watched it, let me know who she really had the relationship, because she mentioned the name that I didn't associate with Martell. So I'm saying it gotta be Martell's brother who she had a relationship with, but we're not sure. So she lets Trish know that Trish lets Tisha know that that she's still married, that she's engaged. However, she's still married, and her husband is refusing to sign the divorce papers. And I'm like, okay, how you gonna take a marriage proposal from my friend Kenneth and you're still married? And we're gonna touch back on that later. But she told Tisha that, she didn't know she would actually like her because she's heard stuff about people. And then Tisha like, so what do you think of me now that you've gotten, to know me? She's like, you're a cool chick. So they may end up having a friendship, and that would be good. Then Tisha's asking her of all the people she knows. She told Trish told Tisha that her and Stormy are actually friends. And Tisha was like, I may have to get a new trainer. And then she's like, do you know Mel? And, Miss Nell, not Melody, Miss Nell. She said they're actually family. There's some sort of relation on her mother's side. She's not quite sure. But she knows that her and Miss Nell are family. And Tisha is saying that I don't know how you deal with her, because she got kind of like an attitude or whatever. And Tisha was like, well, she don't have no attitude with me, so I don't know what that's about. But Yeah, you know how that awkward exchange when you first meet somebody. I think that's what they were having, those two ladies. But they left, being cordial. So I guess they just need some more time to actually get to know each other. Then we have Melody at home. Melody's having a party. I'm not quite sure what it was for. I don't know if it was when this was filmed, it was around Valentine's Day or whatever. But she had all her close friends came over. It's a total of 5 of them, including Melody. She says she's having a party because throughout everything that was happening with her and Martel over the years, she's gotten to see who's in her corner, and she realized that this core group of ladies are the ones who's always around and never judge, give her great advice. So therefore, she just wanted to do something nice for them at her house. But if you see the scene, you realize that they're in there testing products and stuff like that. I guess she was getting ready to launch some new products and she wanted them tested. So Melody's basically having this party to probably do like a photo shoot or a video shoot to promote her stuff, which she's always doing on Instagram. And I don't fault you, girl, for that. Get your money any way you can. Get your money. However, if she needs to write off that party for her taxes, yes, she can. She could say it was a business meeting, getting to test new products and stuff. So Melody knows what she's doing. That whole party right there was going to be written off, I'm sure, on her taxes. So her friends, after they did the little cocktail hour in one room, then they move in to have dinner. And, her best friend, I forgot her name. I'm sorry, girl. Her best friend was telling her, the way your standards are way too high for in order for you to get into a relationship. And I'm sorry, I disagree with that. You should not settle your standards or lower your standards, I should say, just because you want to have a relationship. And, Mel basically told her, I'm still grieving. I have to worry about the little kiddos, the 4-piece nuggets. I got to make sure that they're good before I even think about, my pleasure or anything like that. Because it's traumatizing what is going on with their family. It's traumatizing for everybody. So she's like, girls, I love you and whatever, but just chill, in a roundabout way. Just chill. Let me get through this in my own time. I appreciate having you here and being here for me. However, let me just do it. So one of her friends asked her, do you think you're having post-traumatic stress disorder based on this? And anybody would, because look what she's going through. And it's not like, it's just her husband just left or whatever. There's another person in the marriage or was in the marriage. And for her to just give up all of that and walk away, even though she gave him multiple chances, then hey, there's some sort of stress associated with everything that's going on. I think they also spoke about, she does a lot of charity. I do see it on Instagram where she gives away money through Cash App sometimes based on, she run little contests or whatever. And she does other charitable work in the US, but now she says she wants to do it in Africa. So I believe her and her group of friends are planning a trip to Africa. So we'll get to revisit that more. But that was the party between Mel and her close friends, her close friend group as they would call it. So now, next scene we have Stormy, and we have Trish at Stormy's house, and we have Martel come over. So Trish is in there, chit chat and whatever. Martel comes in and he introduces himself to Trish like, hi, my name is Martel, nice to meet you. And Trish face is like, dude, I could say another word, but I'm not going to say that word. She's like, dude, you're going to act like you don't know me. She didn't say to him. She just looked at him like, really? You're going to act like you don't know me? And then Stormy was like, what's that about? He's like, I feel like you know each other more than you're letting on. And Martel is like, really? How do I know you? So she goes in and explains that I know you and I know your brother, Montez. And I don't understand why you're acting like this. And then in the confessional, Trish was like, I just saw this dude at Target the other day. He waved at me and whatever. He's going to say he don't know me. From my understanding, Huntsville is a small city, so people run into each other all the time. So for him to be coming out and say, he don't, where do you know me from? It just seems weird. And how many gyms you guys got in? Because Martel is always in the gym too. And you see Trish is a trainer and so is her fiance. So I'm sure they see each other all the time. So I don't know, that was kind of weird. So the reason why Stormy brought them over is because she's having a lovers and friends gala. and she wants them both to model. I'm not exactly sure what she wanted. I think she wanted them to model swimsuit. And Martel is like, well, I'm not quite ready for this yet, so I don't know about that. So he's like, he needs to get back in the gym. And after he said he'll do it. He took some convincing, but he told Stormy he would do it. And Trish was still left there talking to Stormy. So Stormy was like, you might want to train. I'll tell him to link up with you so you could train him to get ready for the gala, and then you could find out why he's acting all weird, acting like he don't know you. So she's like, I don't usually train men, I train women, so I don't know what, if I really want to do that. And Stormy kept pushing it, and she was like, you know what, yeah, we'll see what happened. But that was it. The awkward exchange between Trish and Martel, acting like he don't know her for whatever reason. And I don't know, that scene was also a little bit awkward for me. So next scene now, we have Sonny and Moses. I'm not sure exactly where they met up or what they were doing, but they were sitting on the sofa talking. Moses let her know what happened with he and Destiny, and I found it weird that Sonny was asking how was Destiny dressed. Like, did she come showing cleavage? And he's actually answering her. Like, yeah, she had on a dress or whatever. But I just found it weird that question was asked. Why is that necessary? All you want to know is what happened in the conversation. He told her, basically, Destiny dismissed him. She still heard about what happened. And I think in that conversation that Moses was actually pushing Sonny to go and have a talk with Destiny. I don't know, girl. I mean, yeah, you used to be her producer, but I don't think you want to meet this side of Destiny. With the big D energy, she's going to come with it. So go ahead and talk to Destiny if you want. And I know you like a challenge from what we saw in the first few episodes. You're going to like this exchange. There's going to be some clash of personalities when Sonny and Destiny have a talk. Because it's quite different now. Before, she was her producer trying to pull information out of her about her life and stuff. But now, they're actually gonna have a talk. So, that's what it was with Sonny and Moses. Talking about the conversation they had with Destiny. Now, the last scene of this episode, we have Trish and Kenneth. Kenneth prepares a nice dinner for him. A nice romantic dinner for her, set the table, put flowers and whatever, and he got her a gift. I'm not exactly sure what the occasion was. Was it a just because gift? Was it an anniversary gift? If it was, I missed that. But give her a beautiful bracelet, and they get to talking about the exchange that she had with Martel at Stormy's house. And Kenneth was like, how does dude gonna act like that? Like he don't know you when we be seeing him out in the street and we correspond and stuff like that. And they talked about that for a little bit, and then they get onto the subject of marriage. Kenneth tells her, I want to get married, but you need to be able to, get through your divorce from your current husband. It was quite uncomfortable for her to be having that conversation, and she basically told him in not so many words that she is, she's scared of getting married again. So that's where the conversation ended with them. He wants to get married, and she's basically telling him that she's a little bit afraid of getting married. So yeah, guys, that was the episode with of Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 8, episode 5, titled Waiting to Ex-Wife. So I believe in the next one we're going to see the ladies come together for an event. So we're going to get to see more of Trish in the crowd. She's going to be corresponding with Mel, and I think Stormy and Tisha is going to have a conversation. Let's call it a conversation, but it seems to be some sort of blowout. But yep, that's my recap and my review of the last episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I thank you for watching. Make sure that you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, take care of yourselves and your families. Bye-bye.